Alright, here we are with the 7th round Atlanta Falcons mock draft that I have not done in the past couple of weeks because the Atlanta Falcons season is done. But you know what? I decided to surprise you guys. This is done really, really well when it comes to my channel. So I decided I'll probably do this once every month until it really gets around draft season and we can figure out what the Falcons really need after free agency. But without further ado, let's get started and let's see who's going to be available when we pick at pick number, I think it's 7. All right. Who's going to be available at pick number 8? Jalen Carter is here, but we have a trade. The Colts, a second, a third, 6, and a 4th. No. The Bills, a first, a second, a third, a 5th, and a 6th. Ooh, that's a definite good trade. And then I may take this trade. No. I'm going to reject this. But this is a ton of picks that would help us in depth. And we would still get a first rounder. We would get 2 seconds, another 4th, another 5th, and 2 7s. But I'm going to reject. Because Jalen Carter is available. And D-line is not one of our suits. And we could go Tyree Wilson because we do need help on the edge. But would I rather have Jalen Carter on the team or Tyree Wilson out of Texas Tech? I know we need edge. I know we do. But him with Grady Jarrett on the defensive line, oh man, and considering he plays in Georgia, I'm going to go Jalen Carter at pick number 8. And we shall see who's going to be left on the board. But defensive line, I'm sorry for anybody that wanted me to select edge because we really need help getting to the quarterback. But if Jalen Carter's there at pick number 8, you're really going to pass on Jalen Carter for Tyree Wilson? No. 5 trade offers. Decent trade. I don't feel like we would trade with the Saints. 2024, 6, a third, a 4th. If one of these is giving us a second, ooh, Giants pick, that's a ton of picks. I'm not doing any trades in this one. We're going to go legit. Second pick needs to be an edge player, so I'm going to take Derek Hall, edge out of Auburn, as our next pick, at pick number 44. So Jalen Carter and Derek Hall so far as our picks as we move on into the next round, which is going to be round number 3. And the next pick needs to be a corner. We have 3 trade offers, but I'm rejecting all of them, even though there probably is some good trades. And I'm going to take Jalen Jones, cornerback out of Texas A&M, as our 3rd round pick. So the first 3 picks we have all gone was defense. But now it's time for us to go some offense because the offense does need a bit of things, and I think the next position really needs to be a wide receiver. Like I said, we're rejecting all trades. I've never gotten this many trades in the Falcons mock draft, but we're going to reject. And I'm going to take somebody that I've seen has a lot of hype on him. He looks very underrated. I'm going to take Xavier Hutchinson, wide receiver out of Iowa State. And we move on to our next pick, which can be a linebacker. And you know what, my Florida bias, I don't really care. My Florida bias is probably going to get me a lot of heat in the comments, but I need to take a Florida player unless there's a safety available. Rashad Torrance is here, and you know what, I'm going to add to the safety depth, and I'm going to take Rashad Torrance, safety out of Florida. I'm going defense heavy in this draft, but the next few picks should be offense. I mean, for some reason it says we don't need offensive line, but I'm pretty sure we actually do. So my next 2 picks will be offensive linemen. And running back, we have Cordell for at least another year, and then we have Tyler Algier. So I don't really think we need to worry about drafting a running back in this one. We could probably get a backup in free agency. Tackle, Zion Nelson. Offensive lineman, I'm going Zion Nelson, tackle out of Miami. A Miami player going to the Falcons would be very interesting, considering I am a Florida Gators fan, so Miami's not really all that what I need. So now we move on into the 6th round where we don't really have a pick. So that means we're going to be moving on into the 7th round. And so far we've gone a very good thing because we added the safety depth. Yes, we do not add another running back, but I really don't feel like we need another running back. If anything, we can double dip at the edge position because we have 2 7th round picks here. What do I want to go with? What do I really want to go with? I could go. Let's take a look at the best players available. And cornerback, edge, defensive line. Is there any running backs that are really here? We can get Hunter Luke out of North Dakota State. We have Max Duggan here. I mean, let's take a look at the running backs that are still available. I'm just not sure. I'm just really not sure, but this is our first of our 7th round picks, so I guess we can double dip at certain positions. And you know what? I'm going to go with the guy with the one of the best names I've ever heard. That reminds me of a football player called Yaya Toure and Abu Diaby. We're going to go Yaya Diaby, edge out of Louisville, as our first of our 7th round picks. As we move on into the next pick, our final pick of the NFL draft. And I don't really know where to go here. I'm going to be honest, I really don't know where to go when it comes to this. Running back, quarterback, linebacker. We haven't taken a linebacker here. I guess that could be our final pick. Tight end, kicker. Yonweku is going to be the Falcons kicker for at least the next 2 years. So this should really be down here. Offensive lineman, I mean, not really looking good. So I think it either needs to be a linebacker or a tight end. Could go for another Miami player, but I'm not really sure when it comes to that. Looking at the linebackers, Miko Jones, D. Winters, Cam Jones, Darrell Nashami, Shaka Hayward, Charlie Thomas, who plays right down the street from Georgia Tech, so we could bring someone that's very close to Atlanta and where the Atlanta Falcons play. Let's look at the best players available. Max Duggan. Why is Max Duggan even here? I'm going to be honest. Kobe Turner, Max Melton. Could double dip at cornerback. We do need the depth in the cornerback position, so actually, let me take a look at that. We have Max Melton. We have Miles Brooks. I'm going to go with our final pick in the 2023 NFL Mock Draft for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to take Max Melton as our final pick. So it means we double dipped at the edge position. We double dipped at the corner position. So we did mainly go defense in this whole draft. We did mainly go that. We got Jalen Carter in the first, Derek Hall in the second, Jalen Jones in the third, Xavier Hutchinson, Rashad Torrens, Zion Nelson, Yaya Diaby, and Max Melton. And I'm looking at the draft: defensive line, edge, cornerback, wide receiver, adding another wide receiver to Desmond Ridder, because he could possibly even still get a star wide receiver when it comes to free agency. Rashad Torrens, we have Richie Grant, we have Jalen Hawkins, but we really need depth. And I like the way Rashad Torrens has played for Florida so far from what I've seen. Zion Nelson, just adding a tackle, underrated. Has potential to be a starting tackle or could become a potential starting tackle, but we'll have to see. Yaya Diaby, I've mainly just chosen because of the name he has. I mean, come on. Yaya Diaby, it just reminds me, I'm a big soccer fan, so it just reminds me of Yaya Toure and Abu Diaby. And then Max Melton in the cornerback position, double dipping at the cornerback position after taking Jalen Jones. So we got A+, an A, an A, A+, A+, B+, B+, which I would honestly say probably brings our overall draft grade to at least an A, possibly even A-. But that is it for the 2023 NFL Mock Draft for the Atlanta Falcons. I will see you guys all next time.